So we're going to take that yarn like this to make a magic knot. It's simple. We take our yarn and we have a strand in the back of our fingers, and then we form an X in the front portion of our fingers, making a parallel line in the back portion, and we secure this yarn just by holding it like this. So we have our parallel lines. What we are going to do is simple. We simply go and grab this first strand and make a twist like that. Sorry, my bad. So we make a twist, we take that yarn, we make a twist like this, and then we go underneath that strand, and we pull it like this. So I'm a little bit struggling here. Pull it. That's all done. Make sure to take your tail and secure your magic ring to make sure that your magic ring is adjustable. So you pull that tail and see that if you can pull your circle. So there you go, perfect magic ring. And then we are going to use this continuing yarn to work around inside our magic ring. So we're going to make 10 single crochet. Alright, so to make a single crochet, it's simple. Go inside that circle, take out a loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through 2. There you go, your single crochet. So we're going to make 10 like these. So no yarning over, okay? So is our 2, and here's our 3, here's our 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10. That's all. There you go, you have your 10 single crochet. We're gonna take this tail and just pull it tight, making sure our circle is secure. Right, so we're just going to pull this tail and secure our work. Okay, so there you go, work is secure. So we're gonna pull it tight. Okay, and just slip stitch into that very first stitch. You see, so we are going to slip stitch into that very first stitch. So just go inside that stitch, and make a slip stitch. So how to make a slip stitch? We have 2 hooks in our hook now. Okay, and then we pull through this to the second loop. That's our slip stitch. There you go, you have your petal. I mean, this is not petal, this is the the bottom portion, the pom-pom of the flower. So now we are going to make that petal. So we're going to change our color for petals. I'm taking that pastel yellow color. So just going to take this yarn and change it, and make sure to secure our existing yarn, pull it tight so that our this continuing yarn loop is tight. And we're just going to chop off that white yarn because we do not need it anymore. We are going to be working petals, so there will be total of 6 petals if I'm sure or not. So in the first stitch we go inside. You can start from any side, you can start it from right or left, but I advise you to start from your left side. So we're going to go inside that very first stitch, we're going to squeeze in, and then we are going to make our single crochet. Okay, we're just making our single crochet. Okay, so I'm having a little bit of problem with this hook, so I'm gonna change that hook. This is a 3.5 meter hook. I advise you to take a more smaller version, so I'm choosing a 3.0 millimeter hook, slightly smaller. So then what you do is that yarn over, and into that same stitch we just went inside, we're going to make a half double crochet. So we go inside, we pull that strand, and we make our half double crochet, yarn over, go inside again to that same stitch. I'm having trouble with this one as well. Perhaps the pom-pom is too tight, I guess. So you go inside and we're going to make our double crochet. 3 loops on the hook, pull over 2, pull the last 2. There you go. So for making your petals, do a single crochet and then half double crochet and then double crochet into that very stitch, and into the next stitch reverse effect, double crochet, half double crochet and single crochet. So into that next stitch we're going to make a double crochet. So making our double crochet, then we will make our half double crochet, and then we will make our single crochet, and we will do a slip stitch as well. So go into that next stitch. So here we are just going to take that, pull our yarn and take this out from here. So that is our slip stitch into that same stitch. So we're going to make this to secure our work. And for the next stitch we go inside that next stitch we find and make our slip stitch and do a single crochet, then a half double crochet into that very same stitch, and then a double crochet into that very same stitch. So follow this pattern until you have, let's say, 6 or 5 petals. So we're going into that next stitch and making a half double crochet, then no, double crochet, sorry, and now half double crochet, and now a single crochet into that very same stitch, and then we are going to make our slip stitch into that last stitch to secure our petal. So pull from that second loop. There you go. And now I'm going to pull this tail to make sure our petal is a little bit tighter, because it does not seem very tight to me. Very next stitch you see, and make a slip stitch, and then make your single crochet, the very same stitch, pull, take out this loop from this one, the second one. So there you go, your slip stitch. I don't know what's wrong with the hook today. It's not very agreeable with my yarn. So we're going into that next stitch. So it's gonna be total of 5 petals now, I know. So we're going inside that next stitch, and we're going to make a slip stitch, followed by, into that very same stitch we make a single crochet, and then a half double crochet into that very same stitch, and then a double crochet inside that very same stitch. Going inside our next stitch, making a double crochet, and then making a half double crochet, okay, and then going inside that very same stitch and making your single crochet. And to wrap up, we are going to go inside that very same stitch and make a slip stitch. Okay, so we have 2 stitches left, so we're gonna make 1 more petal and then our flower will be ready. So you can, people who are familiar with how to make a flower, they can fast forward and go into that next step as to how to make that leaf sprout, a leaf stem and leaves, or else you can just keep on watching this. So going inside that next stitch, making a slip stitch, making a single crochet, making a half double crochet, followed by a double crochet inside that very same stitch. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Going inside our next stitch, making a double crochet. That last stitch you see it there, just simply squeeze in into that very last stitch you see. Simply squeeze inside that stitch. I don't know why my camera cannot focus today. Simply go inside that stitch, make your double crochet, and then make your half double crochet inside that very same stitch. Share this video as much as you can so that I can upgrade my camera. And then lastly, your single crochet, and then wrapping up with a slip stitch. There you go. So we're gonna just chop that up. All right, so now we are gonna fast forward, and whatever yarn is in the back, we're just gonna take a darning needle and sew them, or we can just chop them off after tying a knot. Generally I just chop them off, or I just tie them securely, making sure they're secure, and then I chop them off. This is how your leaf sprout is gonna look like, or you can say your leaf stem and your leaves. So I have chosen a lighter shade for this. This is just an example of how it's going to look. It's going to have your leaves at the both ends of your strand. So this is how it should look. All right, so it's going to look pretty much like this, but I am choosing this version of green for making my leaf stem. This is just the version I made before. So we have leaves at both ends of a strand. So for the leaf stem, what we're going to do is very simple. We are just going to make a slip knot. Okay, and then we are going to be chaining we will chain until we find our desired length for our bookmark. So keep chaining like this until you have your stem. I will chain until I achieve a desired length, perhaps a length of this book itself, but not longer than that. So I'll chain until it goes a little bit longer than my book. You have your desired length, you chain extra 6 so that you can make that leaf on your end, so that you don't have to make leaves separately and then join it to your work. It's gonna look a lot more tidier if you just make chain extra 6 and then make that leaf at the end of your work, and then you can simply take another leaf and join it. You can do that too. All right, you have to join your leaves and your flower. So I've chained extra 6 to make my leaf at the end of my strand, and I want my strand to be a little bit thicker. So what we're going to do is very simple. So I'll be just making a normal single crochet behind my work to make that stem a little bit thicker. So I'm not yarn over, I'm just making single crochet. So just go into that very first stitch. Do not go inside your chains, rather go inside that stitch which is interlinking your chain, the back side. So that way your stem will be much more cleaner, tidy. So keep making your single crochet, and make sure to leave 6 stitches on the end of your work. So you can make that leaf. So this is how it's going to look like. I'm not sure if it's looking very desirable. For me, I just wanted my stem to be thicker. So we're going to make our leaf, and then we are going to join that another leaf here along with the flower. So we start by going inside that stitch and making a single crochet, and then we yarn over, go inside that same stitch and make a double crochet, half double crochet, not a double crochet. Then yarn over, go into the next stitch, and we make a half double crochet, yarn over, go inside that very same stitch and make a double crochet. Alright, there you go. Yarn over, go inside next stitch, make 2 double crochet inside that very same stitch. So we have a 1 double crochet, yarn over, go inside, make another double crochet inside that very same stitch. It is not going to make any sense now, but after some time it will. Yarn over, go inside that next stitch and make a double crochet, yarn over twice, because we are making triple crochet inside that very same stitch after finishing our first double crochet. So triple crochet, yarn over twice, pull through 2, and then pull through last 2. Then yarn over, go inside that next stitch, make a double crochet, yarn over, go inside, make another double crochet inside that very same stitch. Okay, and we are simply doing a reverse effect after making our increase. So yarn over, go inside that stitch, make a double crochet, so we're just gonna count our stitches to make sure it's equal. So going into that next stitch and making a double crochet, then into that same stitch we make a half double crochet. All right, then we yarn over, go inside that next stitch, make a half double crochet, yarn over, go inside that same stitch, don't yarn over, we're just making a single crochet. There you go, your leaf is finished. So for the last stitch we are just going to make one single crochet. So it is simply a reverse effect. It's like decrease, increase, decrease. So we simply go into that second loop and make a single stitch, right? And then inside that very same stitch we make a half double crochet, right? We are taking that tail and working with it. So we go into that our next stitch and make our half double crochet, followed by into that very same stitch making our double crochet, yarn over, go inside next stitch, make 2 double crochet inside that very same stitch, you can already see that leaf effect forming. So we will yarn over, go inside our next stitch, simply make a double crochet, then yarn over twice and into that very same stitch I'm going to make a triple crochet. So there you go, to that next stitch, go inside, make your double crochet, same stitch, go inside, make your half double crochet, done. Then we're going to go inside our next stitch and make a half double crochet, and then we're going to go inside that same stitch, but we're not going to yarn over, so just go inside, make a single crochet, and then we are just going to go inside our next stitch and make a slip stitch. Finish off, you can simply take your tail and make a tight knot here to add that finishing detail. So then we are just going to take our flower and we are going to add here. So what we're gonna do here is very simple. we already have a leaf on the end of our strand, and we are going to make a addition. We're going to add this one more leaf, so we're just going to tie it, and we are also going to trim this excess yarn because we do not need them. I'm using a hot glue to attach my flower, so I'm gonna just take that glue and spread it equally, and just keep my flower here, making sure it looks like that leaf is attached well with my flower. So yeah, I thought of stitching the flower, but then I thought that keeping hot glue is a lot more tidier and cleaner. So that's how your bookmark is going to look like. Look how pretty it looks. Simple and elegant. So I was reading Harry Potter, Philosopher's Stone, also known as Sorcerer's Stone according to your UK terminology. So you can keep your strand in any page like this. Keep the end of the leaf in the one corner and the other in the other end, and just fold it like this. Ah, how adorable. So let me know in the comment box as to what are your recommendation and suggestion, if you find my version of bookmark helpful or not. Take care, bye bye. See you soon.